Multiple fires also swept across Upcountry Maui last August. Some burned for weeks. By the time they were all out, dozens of structures were destroyed. Lynn Kawano shows us the recovery of Upcountry.
In the shadows of Haleakala, Upcountry Maui is known for its sweeping views, cool temperatures, and towering trees. But it's those towering trees, tangled in power lines as they toppled in hurricane-force winds, that is believed to have triggered devastating fires last year.
911, what's your emergency?
Yeah, get on fire on Palehu Road.
Okay, and how big was it?
It was kind of big. It's getting bigger.
The smoke is very, very close. It's been getting much closer, and I'm trying to evacuate with my animals in my car, but there are multiple trees down on the road.
The afternoon of August 8th, multiple fires were reported in Upcountry Maui. Flames spread across Kula like lava streams flowing downhill.
The wind came in gusts. It was like strong, and then it was super strong. And when it was super strong, that gust would lift all the ashes up and jump them.
Terry McBarnett was helping his neighbors fight the fire. On one side of the ridge, the fire department with resources stretched thin. On the other side, a retired fireman determined to push the flames back.
Fortunately, we were on that 45-degree angle. If it was right at us, I don't think we would have had a chance.
We were scared. We had to be evacuated. Then we waited, my sister and I waited at the shelter for 2.5 hours to see if my brother and brother-in-law made it out. And it was just tears when they showed up.
And then we looked up the hill all night long and we could just see the red glow coming across, and we had zero expectations that our house survived.
Literally, there was just one water truck that got here. And when he got here, he emptied out his load of water onto the fire, went to the standpipe, hooked up, no pressure, had to go down the hill. And every time he did it, it was a 20, 30-minute turnaround, and the fire got bigger and bigger and bigger. And once it got into the gulch, it was over.
Mark Ross's dream retirement home burned that night. This is what it looked like when he returned.
That was against the wall.
This is what it looks like today, a dirt lot. Ross is now an advocate for backup generators for the Kula area to power hydrants that depend on electricity.
This will shoot probably a good 80 to 100 feet.
When the power goes out, then
When the power goes out, we just watch the fire. There's nothing you can do.
When Upcountry residents lost power on August 8th, they were unable to continue their fight.
I saw people with shovels in smoldering fires. Their shoes were melted and we had no water. What do you do?
Knowing what was happening in Lahaina and the greater need for resources there, Upcountry residents worked together to care for each other.
So they brought a water truck down, and we're doing water bucket brigades from the driveway down around this side underneath through that gate there and up onto the hillside to put out these fires.
When the last flame was extinguished, the full impact was felt. 24 homes and structures had burned. No lives were lost, but the fires ravaged many areas of Upcountry. 1 year later, the community is working to better prepare. In addition to the standpipes with readily accessible hoses, neighbors have worked to clear out the landscape of invasive and highly flammable plants. Residents say this gulch was full of trees, so many tall trees they couldn't see their neighbors across the way. Now they have 360-degree views.
Basically, there you go. I just pulled that entire wattle.
Ross pulls plants almost daily. He is working to rebuild his home on Haleakala Highway, but new rules, including setback regulations and other issues, have kept him from moving forward.
It's been challenging. We're trying our best to get the business back up and running.
Monica Louie and her siblings own the Sandalwoods Cafe and Inn. The fire caused damage to the restaurant and all 6 of the cottages.
When the restoration inspectors came in, they did a wipe down. They smelled the smoke, and they said the entire interior had to be redone.
One structure on the property was destroyed, but Louie is grateful no one was hurt.
We don't forget Lahaina. All you have to do is look down that way, and you see Mauna Kahalabai, and on the other side of that mountain is Lahaina. So we don't forget that.
Residents in Upcountry don't want to be forgotten as they work to rebuild and protect their properties from future fires.